Israelite camps, which means that whatever you see other Israelite camp do, whatever you hear about them doing, we are not affiliated because we cannot hold them accountable for anything that they do. Here in the Isupk, we hold each other accountable. You understand me? And that's why we call ourselves the home of the truth, because we've been holding ourselves accountable for the truth since 1969. You understand me? In this class today, the Isupk Houston is going to be breaking down the Sabbath services and the traditions of our ancestors, which is to read the Hebrew and the English of the Torah, and we break it down in a full circle understanding that you would not get in the Christian church, that you would not get in other places here in America or abroad. You understand me? With that, I'm gonna just let y'all know before we get started, we're gonna be starting our lesson at Exodus 28 and 36. You understand me? So if you do have your Bible Hub or your interlinear Bibles that you can follow along in the Hebrew, then you will look into those and look into that chapter and be ready for when the lesson completely starts. With that, we're gonna say, go ahead and blow the horn. No, we're gonna blow the horn first. Then we can imagine. All right, Amadyam, which means to stand. And Amadyam Wahakodum, we're gonna turn and face the east. Go ahead. We're gonna say a couple of prayers before we get started in the Hebrew and the English.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abadawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakwaka.
Malakwaka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazayaka.
Ratazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'arataza.
Ba'arataza.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Natalanawa.
Natalanawa.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Call.
Call.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalakinawa.
Wasalaklanawa.
Kabawatinawa.
Kabawathanawa.
Kasalakinawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kabawatinawa.
Kabawathanawa.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Abayanawa.
Dabi'anawa.
Manasaya 1.
Manasaya 1.
Ba.
Abal.
Awashayanawa.
Hawashayanawa.
Mayun.
Mayan.
Ra.
Rai.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwa.
Habalakwa.
Wahala.
Wahala.
Wahata parat.
Wahata para.
Lawa. Salakia. La'awalamium.
La'awalabium.
Aman.
Aman. In the English. Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive us our
And
debts.
forgive us of our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
And lead us not
into temptation.
into temptation.
But deliver us.
But deliver us
From evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power and the glory.
And the power and the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it. Next prayer is Hakach, the power. Means the power. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashim Yahweh Shah.
Bahashim Yahweh Shah.
Baba Kashah.
Baba Kashah.
Natalanawa.
Not the Lanawa.
Hakach.
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 Aharapra.
Larapa'ah.
Kal Madadawa.
Kal Makala.
Salaki. Kal Makala.
Kal Makala.
Wakal Madadawa.
Wakal Madawa.
Hakach.
Hakach.
Lahatahar.
Lahatahar.
Hamatazarayim.
Hamatazarayim.
Hakach.
Hakach.
Lahakwayam.
Lahakwayam.
Hamatayam.
Hamatayam.
Hakach.
Hakach.
Al-Rakawath.
Al-Rakawath.
Hamata'Allah.
Hatama'Allah.
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 Lagar-Shan.
Lagar-Rashan.
Bahashim Yahweh Shah.
Bahashim Yahweh Shah.
The water Aman.
The water Aman. In the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Next prayer, Psalm 21, 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'a.
Asha'a.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Ahahoyim.
Ahahoyim.
Mahayan.
Mahayan.
Yaba'a.
Yaba'a.
Azariah.
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 Ma'ain.
Ma'ain.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Asha'a.
Asha'a.
Shamayam.
Shemayim.
Wa'aratazah.
Wa'aratazah.
Al-Yathan.
Al-Yathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Wagalka.
Regalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hayana.
Hayana.
La'a.
La'a.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazaka.
Tazalka.
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 Al-Yad.
Al-Yad.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La Yakaka.
La'ayakaka.
Wa Yarak.
Wayarak.
Balayala.
Balayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Wa Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makara.
Makara.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Athnapashka.
Athnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar Tazaatka.
Yashamar Tazaatka.
Wa Yabiyakayaka.
Excuse me, like it. Wabawa'aka.
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 Ma'aitha.
Ma'aitha.
Wa'ad awalam.
Wa'ad awalam. In the English, Psalms 121. I will lift up mine eyes
I will lift up my eyes
unto the hills.
unto the hill.
From whence cometh my help?
From which cometh my help?
My help cometh from
My
Yahweh,
help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth
He
thee
that keepeth thee
will not
will
slumber.
not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim,
Al Dalayamaka.
all Damayalaka,
Al Takarash.
all Takarash,
Al Tashakwat.
wa all Tashakwat,
Wa al Tashakwat.
wa all Tashakwat,
Al
all
Kayahana.
Kayahana,
Wa Yabakwashwa.
Salakia,
Salaki.
our Yabyaka,
Awa Yabyaka.
our Yabyaka,
Yahama Yawan.
Yahama Yawan,
Wa Mashanayaka.
wa Mashanayaka,
Nasha'awa.
Nasha'awa,
Rayash.
Ra'ash,
Alamiyaka.
Al-Amaka,
Yawa'ayomwa.
Ya'ira Yamwa,
Sawad.
Sawad,
Wayataza Aitazawa.
wa Yata Ya'ai Tazawa,
All Tazapawanyaka.
all Tazapawanyaka,
Amawa.
Amarwa,
Lakawa.
Lakawa,
Wanakachidam.
Wanakakidam,
Magayawa.
Magalia,
Salaki. Magaya.
Magalia,
Wala'a.
Wala'a,
Yasakar.
Yazakar,
Sham Yasha'ala.
Sham Yasha'ala,
Iwad.
Iwad,
Kaya.
Kaya,
Nawa Aitazawa.
now wa I Tazawa,
La.
La,
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa,
Ayaka.
Alyaka,
Baryath.
Baryath,
Wayakara.
Yakarathwa,
Salaki. Yakarathwa.
Yakarathwa,
Ahaya.
Ahoya,
Adawa.
Adawan,
Wayashamai Ayalaham.
Wayashabai Aliyaham,
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba,
Wagahariam.
Wahagaryam,
Gabal.
Gabal,
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan,
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalak,
Palashath.
Palashath,
Amyashabya.
Amyashabya,
Tazawar.
Tazawar,
Gamashawar.
Gam Ashawar,
Nalawa.
Nalawa,
Ayam.
Imam,
Salaki. Imam.
Imam,
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarwai.
Zarawai.
Laban Yalawat.
Laban Yalawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Shalai. Aishala Yaham.
Ashalaham.
Kamadyan.
Kamadyan.
Kasayara.
Kasayasa Ra'a.
Kasayasa Ra'a.
Kasayasa Ra'a.
Kamadyan.
Kayabyan.
Salakia. Kayabyan.
Kayabyan.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Kwayashawan.
Kwayashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Bayanda Ira.
Ba'ayanda Ira.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La Adama.
La Adama.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Nadiyamuyawa.
Nadiyatmawa.
Karaab.
Ka'arab.
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 Wakazaba.
Wakaza Abba.
Salakia. Wakaza Abba.
Wakaza Abba.
Wakazabak.
Wakazabak.
Wakatazalamani.
Wakatazamanai.
Call Nasiyakamwa.
Kal Nasa Yakamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Nayashara.
Nayarasha.
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 Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Ata.
Ata.
Naawa.
Na'awa.
Alahayam.
Alahayam.
Salak. Alahayam.
Alahayam.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Kagagala.
Kagagala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapayaraka.
Lapanyaraka.
Kayash.
Ka'ash.
Tabaaya Ira.
Daba Ira Yaira.
Wakaza Laba.
Wakala Haba.
Salaka. Wakala Haba.
Wakala Haba.
Talahat.
Dalahat.
Hahariam.
Haryam.
Salaka. Hariam.
Haryam.
Khan.
Khan.
Daradama.
Taradapma.
Basarayaka.
Basa Iraka.
Wabasa Wapaka.
Wabasa Wapapka.
Talabalam.
Tabahalam.
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 Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Banyaham.
Panyaham.
Kualawan.
Kualawan.
Wabashikawa. Wayabakwashwa.
Wayabakwashwa.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Wayabalahawa.
Wayabahawa.
Ayai.
Ayai.
Wayakapawa.
Wayakapawa.
Wayadahab. Wayabadwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayadayaiwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Ata.
Ata.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Labadka.
Labadka.
Al Yawan.
Al Yawan.
Al Kaharataza.
Al Kaharatazah. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence,
Be not thy silent.
O power.
O power.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still,
And be not still.
O power.
O power.
For lo,
For lo,
thine enemies make a tumble,
thine enemies make a tumble.
and they that hate thee
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the
have
head.
lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden one.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off
and let us cut them off
from being a nation,
from being a nation.
that the name of Israel
That the name of Israel
may be no more
may
remembered.
be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of
The
Edom
tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab
of Moab
and the Hagarim,
and the Hagarine,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined with them.
Assur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They help in the children of blood.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the
as
Midianites,
unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of
at the
Kison,
brook of Kison,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the
They
earth.
become as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like
The
Orem
nobles like Orad
and like Zeb.
and like Zeb.
Yea.
Yea.
Let all their princes as Zabah
All the princes as Zabah
and as Zalmunna,
and as Amunah,
who said,
who said,
Let us take to
let
ourselves
us take to
the
ourselves
houses of the houses of the power.
The houses of the power.
In possession.
In possession.
On my power.
On my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As a stubble before the wind.
As a stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And trouble forever.
And trouble forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
Whose
name alone. Is Yahweh. Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
All right. With that. Sar. Face forward. And Yeshabi. Means to sit. Means to sit. Shabi. Yeah, man. It's normal, you know what I'm saying, when you're doing the prayers, you feel a little bit of sweat, you know what I'm saying? It's just the spirit of the Lord getting inside you, know what I'm saying? You're doing the prayers, you're saying these prayers and these psalms with your strength and with your spirit, you know what I'm saying? You start to get a little bit of perspiration. That's why I got sometimes when I sit down, I gotta wipe this right here because I've been doing this so much, you know what I'm saying? I got a little perspiration right here. You'll know when you start getting in the spirit of you start doing it enough, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's one of those feelings you never forget. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, we're gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying? We starting at Exodus chapter 28, verse 36. And again, we go into the Hebrew and the English. So we're gonna start with the Hebrew. We're gonna say the Hebrew, you know what I'm saying, break it down. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a Bible or a source to look at the Hebrew, then what I suggest you do is if you do have a cell phone, you can go to BibleHub.com. You can go to Google Play Store. You can download Bible Hub from your Google Play Store or your Apple App Store. But you can also go to BibleHub.com. You can find the verse, the chapter and verse. Click INT, which means interlinear. It'll show you the Hebrew and the English on top of each other. Now, what we don't do is we don't read according to the Assyrian. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we use the dialect that was passed down to us, which is the Lashawan Kodash. You feel me? It's nothing different than the so-called white man using the King's English versus us black people using Ebonics. You understand me? We have our own dialect, so we use our own dialect. You understand me? And so when you read it, we read in our dialect. So when you do read it, and they do show the blue, that's Yiddish. You understand me? So that's the Amalekite and Khazarian form of Hebrew. We don't speak that form. We speak the Lashawan Kodash. If you want to get more in tune with that, every Friday we have a class online and in person that you can be attended to.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Where you can learn how to use that dialect. You understand me? But we're gonna get right into it. So you can go when you're ready.
It's the book of Exodus in the Hebrew, chapter 28, verse 36. Well, I shayata taza ya taza hazahab tahawar wapa fa kaf I Yalawa Iowa Pathawahya Katham Kodash La Yahweh. Verse 37. Washa Math Athawa, Isle, Pathayula, Thakalath, Thakalath, Wahayawa, Wahaya, Isle, Hamatazap Napath, Al, Mawal, Mawal, Panya, Hamataza Napath, Yahaya, verse 38. Wahaya, Isle, Matazach, Haharan, Wanashah, Haharan, Atha, Alawan, Iwan, Hakodashiam, Ashar, Yaquada, Yashamun, Waquada Yashwan, Banya, La Yash, Yala, Yasharala, La Kal, Matanaf, Quadash Yaham, Wahayaha, Isle, Matazaqua, Thamyad, La Ra Tazawan, Laham, La Panya, Yahweh. Verse 39. Washabat Tazath, Hakatha Nath, Shasha, Hakathnatha, Hakathanath, Shisha, wa I Shayaf, Ma Taza Mapatha, Ma Taza Na Path, Ma Taza Panath,
Excuse me, Mataza Napath.
Ma Taza Napath, Shisha, wa Abanat, wa Abanat, the Aisha, Ma Aisha, Waquam. Verse 40. In the Hebrew. Wala Banya, Haharan, the Aisha, Kathanath, Wa Aishanath, Wa Aishayath, Laham, Abanatayam, Abanatyam, Abanatyam, Wamaga, Ba'ai, Wath, the Aisha, Laham, Lakabawad, Walata Pa'arath.
Walata Parath.
Walata Parah.
Yeah. All right, you can go into English.
In the English.
Where you starting?
Come. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 28,
36.
in verse 36.
Slack it real quick. So we read a couple of verses in Hebrew, and we go back over in English, and we break it down in parts. You know what I'm saying? So you can. Come on. Most correct.
Come, sir. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 28, verse 36. And thou shalt make a plate of pure gold.
Now, what y'all got to understand is right here, what we reading right now is the Lord explaining through Moses what the priest should wear. You understand me? So you're going to hear, like I don't know, y'all guys got internet, right? You got, what's your name, brother, again? In the front? Gorman. And what's your name, brother? Dwayne. Gorman and Dwayne. So y'all got the internet. Y'all see a lot of people talking on Facebook like, man, these brothers be dressing like Power Rangers. You know what I'm saying? All these type of things. Well, right here we're going to learn that the sons of Aaron were commanded to dress like Power Rangers.
That's right.
You understand me? And this is what the spirit of what we dress and how we, put our garments on and our mitris and, our breastplates and all these things, and our girts, you know what I'm saying? This is where we get the spirit from, where we draw our spirit from and why we do what we do.
And it's like it real quick, if I may, this is to show you that what's done in the Christian church and how a pastor who wears gay apparel adorns itself is not men of warlike. It's not what the Lord established for men to wear, brother. You see what I'm saying? So everything you see, like I said, that the Isupk does, we could go back to these scriptures and see exactly. You see what I'm saying? This is why the Isupk is set apart and we're not affiliated with anybody else, because not everybody else goes to the scriptures and does exactly what the scriptures say to do.
Right. Our whole purpose in the Isupk is to try to draw from what our ancestors did to try to mimic what they did in the good ways. You understand me? Like, obviously, we're not trying to mimic the downfalls that they've done. We're trying to increase and do better than what they did as far as the downfalls, as well as keep the same traditions and not take on the traditions of America. Not try to stand up in here with a, you know what I'm saying, we could easily go get a 3-piece suit, but do we come off as the spirit of the Bible when we wearing a 3-piece suit?
Get the microphone up.
Mm-hmm. Like that's the whole reason why we don't follow that. You know what I'm saying? And why we do look so, you know what I'm saying, extreme or Power Rangery is the metaphor I used before.
Go
what
ahead.
You got?
Slack, I don't want. I was gonna say, this is these garments, the garments we wear. I don't want to wear this right now, but the garments we wear,
Keep it on.
the garments we wear. I don't want the garments we wear. They're really, the leather is made from cows, animals,
Right.
which are sacred.
Right.
Not a slot. That's what slot is.
Yeah, and what the brothers are
Not
bringing out is
sacred,
heavy.
but-
I'm not gonna say that
Real.
everything a
Real.
person wears leather, because
Right.
leather is costly. You know what I'm saying, and we poor out here. You know what I'm saying, we impoverished. You know what I'm saying, living in America. However, you know what I'm saying, come Passover, if y'all available on the 24th of April at the BH Ranch in Houston, Texas. We're having a Passover in Houston, Texas for the first time. You understand me? And on, what was that, Player Street? Player Street. You understand me? We'll have, if y'all need the exact direction, we have that for you. And I'll tell y'all this. Now, I might not have on everything leather right now, but
Real talk.
look here, brothers.
Real talk.
I'm going to show out for the Lord. The way I see it is this. This is the way I see it. You know what I'm saying? Not to sidetrack too much from what we're talking about, but this is talking about dressing. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about what the Levites wore under Aaron. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be talking about what people wore for the next few scriptures. You know what I'm saying? So it's in spirit for me to talk about what I'm going to wear in the Passover, which is, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to invoke the spirit of my ancestors. I'm just to let y'all know, y'all better come with y'all A game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I say, you know what I'm saying, this ain't no fashion show. However, you know what I'm saying, in the world, I used to like to, you know what I'm saying, wear my polo, you know what I'm saying? I used to wear my J's, you know what I'm saying? I used to go all out for the world, you know what I'm saying, to go see these women, and, you know, I used to do all that for the world. You feel me? It's one day on in the whole Hebrew calendar, and whatever calendar you want to use, one day in the calendar where I feel like if any day I should go out and dress my best for the Lord, it's that day.
Right.
You understand me? And the Passover is the Lord's holy day. You feel me? That is the number one holy day of the Lord, where he did the and I don't want to say did the most to put shade on any other days. You know what I'm saying? But that is the quintessential day of our culture. You understand me? And everyone who is an Israelite understands that. I feel like I should dress my best for the Lord. You understand me? And I will. So y'all better be prepared. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who's listening, everybody in earshot of what I'm saying right now. And most of Christ, I'll leave it at that. I ain't gonna give y'all too much. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be trying to swagger jack me. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily a fashion show, however, but the what I feel like, you know what I'm saying, is if I can dress up to go to a job interview for the white man and try to put on a crispy white button down, if I could dress up for these females and go buy a brand new unit and spend $200-300 on a unit, well, damn, I could damn sure do the most I can for the Lord on his most highest holy day, right? Mm-hmm. Don't y'all agree? I know you agree. I know you finna come for it. I know you.
And it's like, if I may, what's so important is that we're supposed to practice the things of our culture now.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because once Christ comes back and destroys this place, brother, and we get on those chariots, brother, we're going to be sent into the wilderness where we'll go over and we'll rehearse these righteous things, brother. You know what I'm saying? So the things that we practice here, according to these scriptures, and all we're trying to do is to provoke the Most High to come and save us now. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Fighting to take back our culture and what our forefathers and our ancestors lost, brother. You see what I'm saying? Provoking the Lord through using the kingdom of heaven, which is inside of us, brother. You see what I'm saying?
If I could,
go ahead,
quick.
sir. Slack it.
And I'm gonna make it absolutely clear. You know what I'm saying? In the ISUBK, you know, like you could be an Israelite on your own in your own thought process, however you want. You know what I'm saying? But in the ISUBK, we're training ourselves to be the 144. You feel me? And that's different than being just a Israelite. You know what I'm saying? If you're an Israelite and you doing what you need to do, and doing what the Bible says, then chances are the Lord is gonna save you. You know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna be the 144. You know what I'm saying? You don't just become the 144 just because you don't eat pork. You know what I'm saying? Like, Christ is gonna come and he's gonna put your resume. He's gonna check your resume. You know what I'm saying? Your works. You feel me? And the 144 who are going to lead the kingdom, these are gonna be the leaders of the kingdom. You feel me? The 144 isn't just the people that are gonna be in the kingdom. Those are gonna be the governing body of the kingdom. You feel me? And the Lord is not going to make you a governing body of the kingdom just by not eating pork.
Right.
You feel me? You're going to have to go above and beyond.
That's right.
You're going to have to be a person that the Lord ain't going to make a person that's not a leader. You feel what I'm saying? And it's only one way to display your leadership abilities is while you're on earth right now and you have the spirit and the knowledge and the understanding because you're seeing ISUBK classes and you're hearing it in your ears and your spirit is resonating with it. It's time to start trying to work on it, or else don't. You feel me? And just be a regular schmegular, you know what I'm saying, Israelite, and that's cool.
You be a first-class citizen.
You know what I'm saying? No one's stopping you from being that. However, I want to be a part of the 144.
Real talk.
And I'm gonna work as hard as I can to be a part of the 144. So if that means I gotta do whatever I gotta do here on earth right now while I have my physical body now, You know what I'm saying? And pray that when if the Christ don't come back now, that I get regenerated, I can continue to keep showing myself. I'm gonna keep doing it, showing myself approved.
That's right.
What you got?
It's like, if I may, what's so important, what you brought out, sir, which was so heavy, is that we do these things, we suffer here now. You see what I'm saying?
So we can get greater later.
We get called Power Rangers here now. You understand what I'm saying? But when they see that sky crack open and them 200 million angels, brother, block out the sun and the sky, and then they see them crowns get placed on them brothers' heads, you understand, who carry them on their bags, you see what I'm saying? So other brothers can have, you understand what I'm saying? Who exercise to trying to be perfect, to exercise being perfect. You understand what I'm saying? And looked upon and profess Christ, brother. You see what I'm saying? In all things in front of man. To be glorified in front of man by Christ, brother. You see what I'm saying? Believing in these scriptures, brother, is not an easy thing to do, bro. You see what I'm saying? It's not an easy thing to do to be a true believer and a true testimony of Christ. These scriptures prove that niggas died behind doing that. You see what I'm saying? But if you're willing to look foolish, you see what I'm saying, to confound the wise, brother. If you're willing to hold on and teach that to the generations after you, then there's a greater glory for you, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And the Isupk is the only place that does that perfectly, brother.
Right.
I've tried it. I've tested it. I'm here to tell you, in order to prevent suffering more evil, come and join, brother. Follow Commander Junior Hanna, because he is the man chosen by the Most High to lead us out of this captivity, out of Babylon called America, man. Right. I put my soul on the line behind it, brother.
Right. And the cold part about it is them Power Ranger suits ain't gonna be looking too bad when that sky crack open. It's gonna be looking like, wait a minute now.
Real talk.
Hey, maybe these brothers had something. Maybe they was on to something. You know what I'm saying? Again, you know.
Real talk.
Better, like it's
make your election sure.
You know what I'm saying? I mean that's the perfect way to put it. Make your election sure. However, it's like you either gonna do what you got to do now, or get caught up in the storm later. You know what I'm saying? Like, prepare yourself now. You know what I'm saying? Commander Junior Hanna been telling us to prepare for a long period of time. You know what I'm saying? For different things, different matters. You know what I'm saying? And some people's listened, some people haven't. And some of the people that haven't listened have felt some kind of way. Doors. Yeah, we got people coming in now. So, Laki, I don't want to, we can go on and on about, you know what I'm saying? Let's get back into the scriptures.
Verse 36. Like the engraving of insignia, holiness to the Lord. Verse 36. And thou shalt put it on a blue lace, and be upon the mitre, upon the forefront of the mitre, it shall be.
Right. So, y'all, if you know, let's take a seat. If what y'all gotta understand is, a lot of people don't understand what a mitre is. You know what I'm saying? They don't really teach what a mitre is. But if you following along in Bible Hub, you see that same word is translated as turban. You understand me? Now, we understand what a turban is because turban is something that's more modern, a modern understanding of what a turban is. You see it on the Arabs, you know what I'm saying, who are, you know what I'm saying, just so happen to, you know what I'm saying, end up under Ishmael, who so happen to be Hebrews. You know what I'm saying? They so happen to understand a little bit of what our ancestors passed down. You feel me? A mitre is just what I'm wearing, what that brother's wearing right there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what a mitre is. Something that covers the crown, covers the head, but doesn't cover the crown.
Right.
You feel me? Because you understand that if we are going to be speaking the words of the Lord, a man should not have his crown covered. Well, you know what I'm saying? Well, if you prophesying or speaking the words of the Lord, you cannot have your crown covered. You understand me? But having a mitre and having that's why a mitre has the opening at the top. You understand me? So that you don't have the crown on your head covered, but you also have your, you know what I'm saying? You're also following the rights of our ancestors. All right, you got some more? Keep going.
Verse 38.
Mm-hmm.
And it shall be upon Aaron's forehead, that Aaron may bear the iniquity of the holy things, which the children of Israel shall hallow in their holy gifts. And it shall be always upon his forehead, that they may be accepted before the Lord.
So this basically saying that, you know, Aaron was charged with holding down this right. And it's saying it's on your forehead, not necessarily meaning it's on your forehead, but it's on the forefront of your mind. You know what I'm saying? It's out in the open. You feel me? To where everybody can see it. You feel me? So that everybody knows this is what needs to be done. You feel me? And this is what is seen. You got it?
Yeah. Salak, if I may, what's so important, brother, and what sets the men of the Isupk apart is that the priests, this is why we call ourselves real priests and prophets of the Lord, because the priests had to set the sins of the nation of Israel, their people, right? The priests had to deal with that, man, right? If you go and read up above in chapter 27, right? Aaron had the garments of the priests. You had to have stones with 6 other names of the children of Israel on one side and 6 on the other. Also with the insignias. If you look, we have them up here in our building today. You understand what I'm saying? And also you had a breastplate. You see what I'm saying? The priests had a breastplate with the 12 tribes, right? Their stones and their insignias, man, with inside of them wrapped in gold, brother. Because as a priest, man, you have to be holy for the sins of the nation of Israel.
Right.
It's why every man can't be in the Isupk.
Right.
Because you can't be a hypocrite, man.
Right.
You have to live a sin-free life in order to bear the burdens of your people, man.
Right.
Guess
Right.
who did that? Christ, who was the ultimate shepherd, man.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be willing to take upon that burden of not just yourself, not just of your household, but you have to take the accountability of every Black, Hispanic, and Native American person here in this earth.
Right.
It's why Commander Junior Holland's job is so heavy.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? This is why I live my life to try to be a burden bearer for Commander Junior Holland. Hold up his hands like Aaron and Joshua. Salaki, like Joshua and Aaron did, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's why this whole aspect, our whole structure is set up in brotherhood. That's why this whole aspect is set up on being a servant.
Right.
Nobody's greater than anybody, brother.
Right.
We just have rank and order so we can have order. You see what I'm saying? But brother, I'm not better than you no matter what rank I'm at.
Right.
You not better than me no matter where you are.
Right.
We all brothers, man.
We all, brother.
And if we can't understand that and put all that BS aside and know that there's brothers and sisters out here, this is why we don't teach a 2/3 doctrine here, brother.
Right.
Commander Hannah told us, and through these scriptures told us, brother, that we're supposed to love all Israel,
Right.
regardless of how wicked they are, because their burdens, their evil falls on us, and we got to answer for that as priests.
Right.
This is what sets us apart above everybody, man.
Right. If I could.
Come on, sir, Salaki.
And again, you said they brought that 2/3. So it's a heavy point because sometimes I see a lot of these fake Israelites. They kind of find pride in, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
bringing 2/3 out. But
Right.
Christ that wasn't his pride in bringing 2/3 out. His pride was finding the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? We should be trying to
Damn
find
right,
all the lost
Damn
sheep.
right.
Therefore, the more sheep that we bring in, the bigger that 2/3 gonna become. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like,
right.
so we can save more people. You know
Real
what I'm
talk.
saying? It's a lot of Blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans. We don't know the number.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No, none of us know the number of how many Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans is.
Be as
So
the
that
sands of the sea.
so that being said, we need to be trying to save everybody.
That's right.
And not be calling everybody 2/3. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It ain't no. You don't. That's not a. You know what I'm saying? That's like like fishing with coal on the end of your line.
Good
You know
night.
what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna catch a fish? Fish don't even eat coal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna push the fish away. You feel me? You trying to bring brothers in. You know what I'm saying? And the only way you gonna bring brothers in is to tell them who they are.
That's right.
To tell them where they come from.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? And to make them know that they can be as strong as you are.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Put strength into these people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of taking it from them because they've been born and raised in hell.
About to be two.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, keep going.
Verse 39. And thou shalt embroider the coast of fine linen, and thou shalt make the mitre of fine linen, and thou shalt make the girdle of needlework.
Now, see, I just talked about it, and y'all thought I was, y'all was, in y'all mind, y'all was like, this a flashy ass nigga. Salakia, excuse my language. This brother flashy.
Right.
But the Lord tell us we should have everything of fine linen. You
That's
know what I'm
right,
saying?
brother.
Fine linen ain't
That's
just, that's better than regular linen.
That's
You
right.
feel me? That's your best linen.
Right.
You feel me? In needlework mean that you ain't just ain't putting glue on something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You getting it stitched. You putting that extra time in getting it stitched in.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Versus getting, you know what I'm saying, needlework. You got something, brother?
Grab a mic.
He had that badass
Gold.
gold.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. The gold girt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
His, not only gold, the finest of gold.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Plain.
I mean, again, the spirit we try to bring in is the spirit of what our ancestors have left for us, rather. You know what I'm saying? In our records. You know what I'm saying? These are our records. They left for us the records so that we can mimic them, so we can imitate them. You know what I'm saying? So just in case we were put in the position where they knew we would be, because they had prophets that told us we would be. You know what I'm saying? Put in a place where we didn't have our customs anymore. We know what to go back to for our customs, and this is one of them. Fine linens. You know what I'm saying? Looking good, looking your best, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Instead, not looking like a poop putt. You know what I'm saying? Or a bum.
A vagabond.
A
Jew.
vagabond. You know what I'm saying? We come here looking our best. You feel me? Because why? Because we are priests.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to look our best so that we can show the people that we look that and this is again, this you know what I'm saying, carnal people would think that it's just it's they, you know, you run into Christians and they want to argue like, oh shoot, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like a Christian mindset would be like, you know, well, why y'all dress so dang nice? You know what I'm saying? Instead of, you know what I'm saying, why y'all not humbling yourselves? Y'all should, nah, brother. Like, you should. It's a time to be humble. You know what I'm saying? But when it's time to represent the Lord, I want to be the best of everything. Not only just how my spirit exudes, but how I look. You know what I'm saying? So that a regular Joe walking down the street, see me walk out this building and see me with this on and be like, wait a minute, something different with that brother. Now, I seen these brothers got on button-down Salakia. These brothers got on polo Salakia. You know what I'm saying? But that brother right there he got spikes on his arm. What the hell wrong with him? Like, let me go ask him a question. And you see how that's not only just a tool of fishing, but also a tool where I could teach this brother righteousness where he probably would not have got it nowhere else. He wouldn't have got it if he would have walked out the store and seen a nigga walk in with Jordans on and a fitted cap. He wouldn't have looked at him no different than he look at the other niggas with Jordans and fitted caps over here and wherever else you at. You know what I'm saying? But you see us in the priestly attire, which they have explained in Exodus. You understand. You understand? We keep going. I don't want to waste too much time in breaking it down.
Verse 41.
Mm-hmm.
And thou shalt put them upon Aaron thy brother and his sons with him, and thou shalt anoint them and consecrate them and sanctify them, that they may minister unto me in the priest's office. If I may, sir.
You go ahead.
If I may, sir. So, what the scriptures before tell us that the priest's office, right, the Lord was saying, had Moses reiterate that minister. The word minister means to serve, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Not to glorify yourself. Not to have pastor anniversary. Not to have the church anniversary. But brother, this place here, the Isupk, under the command of Junior Hana, we do the service unto the Most High,
Right.
and that's to serve the people.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The only way the priest ate is when the people brought their sacrifices.
Right.
The reason why the priests are poor, or we have to rely on each other, is because the wealthy of Israel are not paying their tithes.
Right.
Right? Peter and the disciples and the apostles, once Christ left, right? Once they received the Spirit of the Lord, right? They destroyed and knocked down those Pharisees and took the power from them, and the people started paying their tithes and laying their earnings in front of the prophets of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to happen again. This is what we teach, right? Police, white cops will no longer, the authority of the law of this land will no longer have to be officers of our ghettos, because the men of the Lord, this is what we're supposed to do as priests under the order of Melchizedek.
This
Right?
our goal.
This is our goal, brother, and this is going to happen.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? The lowest of low niggas from the ghetto, brother, the Lord will sees them as pure gold. And if you make take that oath, brother, and sacrifice and make yourself a living sacrifice, man. Put away your pride, brother. If you take upon that oath to be a priest, put your needs way last and put the needs of our people at the forefront, man. You see what I'm saying? The Lord will magnify that, brother, and make you a leader amongst your people, man.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? That's the whole spirit of this thing, brother. That's the whole spirit behind being a priest that the sons of Aaron end up failing at. You see what I'm saying? The sons of Aaron failed at because it became a job. It became religious for them. But the Lord never intended that. The Lord intended that all men of Israel be priests and prophets, that be able to hear the word of the Lord, no matter what tribe you're from.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We're all under the order of Melchizedek, brother. But the main focus is brotherhood.
Right.
That's how you serve your brothers in the earth.
Right.
First is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord with all your heart, all your mind, and all your soul, man. Be willing to die for the power that nobody in the earth is able to see. That's what sets us apart.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? That's what makes you a true witness of the Most High in Christ. You see what I'm saying? That's why they looked at Noah crazy. They looked at Abraham crazy.
Right.
They looked at Christ crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because our power is in control of everything. But it's not until the people that the power chose to be the leaders and the gods of the earth choose him, that's when the earth will recognize who the Most High power is.
If I could,
Go ahead, sir.
just to put it to I'm a not necessarily bring it down, but bringing it into a perspective that even a person who isn't spiritual can see. The black dollar is worth trillions in America right now. 1.4 trillion. This is when black people put all their thoughts and minds into doing one thing, and we actually shift the balance of economy. We shift the balance of what's great and what's small. You understand me? Now imagine if all of us became one body and one mind under Christ. You feel me? What could we shift in? We could shift the entire world. You understand me? And it's not just America, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and it could be just, if all of Israel and America, just imagine if all of Israel and America got under one body. We could shift the whole planet. Because America, black people are already shifting the trends in the planet right now. Soon as a new dance come out, everybody. The Goofy Challenge, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody they want to do it. Everybody want to do it.
Real talk.
A new song come out, everybody want to do it. A new style of hair come out, everybody want to do it. And it's all centered in what our people have. We need to start using the power of leadership. You you know what I'm saying, that the Most High instilled in us in a righteous manner. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the Isupk promotes. You feel me? And that's what we trying to train people up in, that righteousness, in that manner of how to lead. You feel me? So that when people come up under us, then they know how to lead people into that same direction. You know what I'm saying? And that's why when people go off, you feel me, that it's like you really leading people into a different direction. And that's not the same direction. That's not the same thought process. Like the thought process that we building people up is non-fail. You know what I'm saying? We building people up in brotherhood according to the scriptures to be holy and separate, you know what I'm saying, and chosen under the Most High. You feel me? Now, if you building people up under that premise, then there's no reason why you should leave that premise. You feel me? Unless you want something different. Unless you don't want their righteousness. Unless you want something, unless your righteousness is tinted, you feel me, and something else. Nah, I ain't trying. I want clear lenses and righteousness. You know what I'm saying?
One more verse to read.
One more verse? All right, let's get it real quick.
This book of Exodus chapter 28, verse 41. And thou shalt put them upon Aaron thy brother and his sons with him, and thou shalt anoint them and consecrate them and sanctify them, that they may minister unto me in the priest's office. Like we read that already, but now we done.
That's which one? Which chapter is it?
28. Verse
And what verse is that?
41, sir. We had 42. We can pick up at 42 next week.
All right. Yeah. Salaki, we did a lot of breaking down. We didn't came to the end of our time, but again, the Sabbath service is here it's starting at 12 o'clock. We had a little bit of technical difficulties that slowed us down a little bit. However, starting at 12 o'clock every Sabbath, every Saturday, we will have a Sabbath service where we can break down the Hebrew and the English of the scriptures. With that, we're gonna stand Amadium, which means to stand. We're gonna go into our prayers. And again, usually we able to go into more scriptures. We kind of we got it. We tried to go deeper into it, you know what I'm saying, for the sake of, you know what I'm saying, the new brothers and you know what I'm saying, all of the questions we may have had earlier. You know what I'm saying? With that, Amadium, we're gonna y'all could face forward for right now. Y'all can face forward. We're gonna let you know when to turn. Salakia. So it's too all. Blood hole one more time. All right. Madyam Wapanya Hakwadash, Saw, which means to turn. We're gonna hit our prayers. One more time, we're going to start with the Lord's Prayer.
It's the Lord's Prayer. In the Hebrew, Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakuka.
Malakutka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazayaka.
Ratzaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'aratazah.
Ba'aratazah.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Atalanawa.
Natalanawa.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Call.
Call.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalakinawa.
Wasalakinawa.
Kabawatinawa.
Kabawatinawa.
Wasalakinawa.
Kasalakinawa.
Kabawatinawa.
Kabawavinawa.
Wala.
Wala.
Tabayanawa.
Tabianawa.
Manasaya Ward.
Manasaya one.
Abal.
Abal.
Awashayanawa.
Awashaynawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Ra.
Rai.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Amalakwat.
Hamalakwa.
Wahala.
Wahala.
Wahata Parat.
Wahata Para.
Wa'awalamyam.
Wa'awalamyam.
Aman.
Aman in the English. Our Father,
Our Father.
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven.
hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom
Thy
come.
will be
Thy
done.
will be done.
In earth as it is in heaven.
In earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this
our
day
daily bread.
our daily bread.
And forgive us our
And
debts
forgive us of our debts.
as we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation,
And lead us not into temptation.
but deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom
For thine is the kingdom.
and the power and the glory
and the power and the glory.
forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it.
All right. Sar. All right, sisters and Shabby. All right, we're gonna do a salute to the Torah. So when we wait, go to the bottom. I come down. Well, when we salute the Torah, we come into the Torah and we say Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Barak Yah, which means Yahweh, the Most High's name, in the name of Christ, which is Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, bless you, Barak Yah. And we're saluting the Torah. We're saying that to the Torah. So I'll start. We do it in ranking order. So we'll let y'all know. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Yahweh Shah Barak Yah. My nigga. All right. Now we saluted the Torah. Now we're gonna do the courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Amayim Shabbat, Amadim, Barak,
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Yazamatah, sisters, Imagine, Sar, face the sisters. Men of Israel, Amayim Shabbat, Amadim, Barak,
Yahweh Shemal Adad Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah.
Yazamatah, dismiss.